Welcome back, family, to the Epictalks Behind the Curtains podcast at the Riverside Epicenter. We are absolutely excited to have the guest that we have here with us today. Starting to my right is one of Atlanta's gems, Tamika Newhouse. And then we also have one of Atlanta's best kept secrets, Mr. Calvert Reese, and one of the greatest friends of mine. I'd like to call him a friend of mine because he's going to be a superstar one day. His name is Maurice P. Carey. Y'all, welcome to the Epictalks Behind the Curtains podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We are so honored to have you all here. Now, anything can happen. We're about to have a really good time together because we're about to learn about everything you guys have done.
Everything?
That I've done? Pretty much. You know, because I saw your reel. You know, we're
not going back to when I was in high school. We ain't going back there.
Can we get that? We'll go further back. You know, we tried to research you, Mr. Reese, and we couldn't find. Oh, my bad. We couldn't find nothing on you. So you'll tell us why that is.
That means I have a clean record.
Yeah, clean record.
That means if he tell you, he's going to take you out.
I wanted to call you Dr. Newhouse.
You can.
Can I?
Yes.
Because I feel that coming.
Because I take care of folks' souls.
Yes.
I help their dreams manifest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm a doctor in a sense, yeah.
Amazing. So I just wanted to see if you guys don't mind just giving us some background on yourselves. Of course, starting with you, Tamika. Give us some background on yourself.
I am a purposeful dreamer. I make sure that everything that I want to see in my head and my visions, I'm actually able to manifest that in real life. And I do that for other people, whether it's through my books, through my festivals, through the films or the shows that I produce. I'm just a dreamer, and I actively dream out loud. So
actively dream out loud.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm taking my stuff now.
I'm
worried they're gonna take it.
I'm a producer, director, actor, self-motivator. I like volunteering. I like helping people, and I'm just everything that anybody might need.
Awesome.
I'm what she said. I'm what he said. No, my name is Maurice P. Carey. I am an actor, director, stunt person, personal motivator. I was also in the Marine Corps, combat war veteran, Operation Iraqi Freedom 2, full-time single father, coach, acting coach / teacher. My genuine joy is bringing joy to people. I've been an entertainer all my life. I was a rapper for 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 years when I was in the Marine Corps. Just being up on stage, watching people get energetic and live and just loving what I do. I've always been that entertainer.
Awesome.
And so I found it deeply in acting, and I try to spread that to people that I work with.
Amazing. Because, I want to get back to your acting, and of course, your rap.
Let me just tell you one thing, Adam. He's also from ATL. Born and raised.
Born and raised in Atlanta.
ATL.
That's
born
awesome.
and raised.
Yeah.
So what that mean?
I was like, so you gonna finish or
That
not?
means the South got something to say.
I'm a cowgirl. I'm from
That's all I gotta
Texas.
say about that.
Texas
Come on,
is
3000.
rooted in my blood.
Well,
Shouts out to 3000.
Speaking of rooted in your blood, talk to us about one of the ways that you were actually introduced to us here at Epicenter was for the AAMBC.
Yes, so I started this nonprofit called AAMBC, which stands for African Americans on the Move Book Club. It was a literary movement. When I was 20 years old, I took on the aspirations of self-publishing my own book. When I had discovered there were hundreds of other Black writers, such as myself, that had books out, but they weren't on the bookshelves, they weren't being talked about in the media, and I thought that was odd. There was a lot of us being out there, pushing our books, selling our stories, amplifying our stories, but the media was not giving us those platforms, nor were they honoring us. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I created a platform where I was promoting them, talking about their books, curating experiences around our stories, and then I wanted to do more and honor them, and that's where the award show came into play. But I didn't want to do like a high school ceremony handing out certificates.
Sure.
I wanted to do something where we were considered like the rock stars as well too. I want the red carpet, I want the big production, I want the lights and the camera and the action. Because without us, anyway, you wouldn't have your movies, you wouldn't have your songs, you wouldn't have nothing without the written word. So we need to be the first ones in the room. So if they're not going to put us in the room, I said, well, then I'll make the room. And then I invited everybody over to my room.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And speaking about
Build your own table.
she did,
Yeah.
and she invited Nikki Giovanni. I think that was one of the first. I was amazed.
I think that was my first year here doing
was
it
for your
with
first
Nikki
year here.
Giovanni. Absolutely. And what was so, I guess, surreal, almost like an out of body experience, was she was riding in the passenger seat of my car, Nikki Giovanni, telling about the stories of her and Maya Angelou because they were best friends when she was alive, and I was able to hear authentic stories that nobody else would have been able to witness. And I'm like, nobody put me in this position. I did that. I made all this happen.
that.
And not only was I proud of myself, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to be able to explore more and to experience more. And so I continued with that effort. And I came back to the Epic Center with the award show for the first time since COVID this year. And we did it even bigger and better. And we're going to keep coming back. As long as y'all have me.
Always come back. Always come back. Mr. Reese, now you joined us for your stage play, the Rain stage play.
The Rain, yes.
And I got to admit, when I heard about the stage play from some of our crew, because we were preparing for today and, of course, doing our research, and when they laid it out to me as far as how everything was and the whole storyline behind the play, I regret that I didn't get to see it. However, it made a lasting impact even on our staff. So if you could even just break down some more of what you've done, even the play itself, and just give us some history on yourself.
So the Lorraine, actually, it was born, I would say, out of Tampa with my cousins, Marvin and Melvin Coleman, with Inkwell Pictures. All of us are Inkwell Pictures, as you can see, Maurice. Melvin actually took a visit to the Lorraine. And when he went there, he looked around, and then as he toured the town, he noticed Stax Records was around the corner. So he did some more research on it, and he found out that all the artists that would come to Stax Records to record also would come to the Lorraine.
History.
And which was also part of the Green Book. So that's how he put the two together. And as he did more and more research, he was like, wait a minute, this is a story that's untold. So we got to actually put this in words. So he actually put it in words, did his research, actually found pictures of some of the artists and in the hotel and everything. So he wanted to give the Lorraine more than what it's known for as the place where Martin Luther King was assassinated.
Sure.
It was bigger than that. You know, Memphis was a place of music and everything at that time. So as they would come through the Lorraine Hotel. And as you know, once you see the play, you'll understand the history of it. And it tells a whole lot. We even do a flashback of Sam Cooke. That was 4 years before that time. That's why we did it as a flashback. When he wrote the song "A Change Gonna Come," he died a week later when it was released. You know, so the storyline it travels so well because it tells the story of history, and it tells the balance of what's going on now versus what was going on then. You know, and how we still have a lot of work to do as people moving forward.
Amazing. And I do believe Maurice is one of the stars.
Maurice is, he's one of the main stars, and he's actually in it throughout the whole thing, right?
Amazing.
So when I cast Maurice for it, you know.
You gonna tell him that story?
I'm not gonna tell him that story.
We want to hear it.
Okay.
We want to hear it.
Okay,
Tell him that
I'm gonna
story.
tell you the story. So I cast Maurice because me and Maurice I actually had cast him in Friend Zone.
Another
some other
movie
things
coming up.
that we were literally we've been in movies together, right? But you couldn't find me. So the funny thing is, Maurice came on and he saw it, and we did the table read. Actually, we did the table read at Tamika's spot.
Everything comes full
It
circle.
comes
Isn't that
full circle.
awesome?
Yeah, we did the table read at her
First
spot.
time.
Which another story within a story is we actually when we was getting ready to do the table read, we had it on Actors Access when we was auditioning people.
Really?
So Ralph Abernathy's daughter, Donzalea Abernathy, contacted us, and she said, "Is it okay if I come to?"
Oh wow.
She's also an actor, and she was here out of California doing a movie with Taye Diggs here in Atlanta. So she said, "I'm gonna come by for an hour if it's okay." She came and stayed 3 hours. She was so impressed with it. But the thing that she did for us when she came, as we was doing the read, she was like, no, let me tell you how that really happened. She gave us all of those little nuances that we didn't know.
Amazing.
And we literally changed it on the spot. And this was firsthand information that she got from her father.
It was like, actually, my daddy did this, or actually, my daddy had this cologne,
Right.
and this is how he would have reacted and said to this, and it was like, ooh,
Absolutely.
nuance.
All the things that make
Yeah.
creative
Yeah.
even more
So
powerful.
it actually helped us, and it made us more responsible
Awesome.
at the
Awesome.
same time.
Because the family that knew him and loved him were watching.
Was watching. So
Watching.
it
You
was
can't-
funny. We were standing in front of Tamika's place, and she called the King family. She called her family. She called Jim Brown's family, and she told them, "Y'all got to get behind this. It's amazing."
Amazing. Amazing.
And as people saw it, they understand. You know, I can tell people all day about it and all that because they're gonna think I'm somewhat biased because I'm the producer.
Facts.
But the truth is, I've seen it every time. I've seen it in rehearsal, and every time I'm blown away. When I tell you, I've worked on a lot of pictures. I've never worked with a cast that was so inclusive. I mean, when I tell you this cast, they literally loved each other. So we didn't have no one person bigger than the other and all that. All the way down to our party girls. They would celebrate them when they come out the stage, and it was beautiful.
I love the fact that as I hear everybody speak about their crafts, that there's so much passion and joy behind it. And I think one of the things that even when it comes to the focus of today's podcast with us, which is the arts, I wanted to talk with you all a little bit more because I appreciate that both of you are from Atlanta, Tamika, Texas.
I'm a transplant.
It's okay, but you're here now.
We'll keep it.
Maurice, tell me about how do you feel that Atlanta's culture has spoken to you and been a part of your build from high school, you said, and being the rapper and Marines, and how culture now in Atlanta has really been influential to what you've done, what everybody is doing, and just the mecca of things.
I love the power that being from Atlanta has given me. From living all over the world, I lived in Kuwait for 6 years. I lived in California for a number of years. I lived in Japan for a year, and just seeing how other people operate, other cultures. I love the power and the freedom that Atlanta has given me. You know, the freedom to be creative. You know, all the music come through here, all the good stuff
Right.
come through here. We got Organized Noise, Outkast, Goody Mob, you know. And I grew up on those things, and those things were so influential to me as an artist, not just in music and singing and rapping, but even in just my day-to-day. One of the most powerful songs that I've ever, experienced was a song called "The Experience" by Goody Mob, and that particular song changed my life. Now, when I say that the power that it gives me, what I'm referring to is knowing that, if you can survive here in Atlanta, you can survive anywhere. There's nothing to be afraid of. And then also, on top of that, being a Marine, I'm a war veteran, fighting in combat and surviving that, what is anybody's opinion gonna do to somebody like me? My enemy couldn't take me out, so what you think your opinion gonna do?
Awesome.
So I love being from Atlanta. I love that freedom, that creativity. Growing up, the corny kid that would sing through the halls in high school, and the girls would like me, but quietly don't tell nobody I like you.
Quietly.
Yeah, they was like, don't tell nobody, but listen here, I liked you for a long time.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, well, no, it was back then. No, it was crazy back then. I used to get in so many fights with dudes. I heard my girl like you. I'm a nerd. I like video games, Right. So, just being different. I love being different. I love being musically eclectic, arts eclectic. I love Atlanta. Zone 3, baby. Go ahead.
So, when it comes to Atlanta and Atlanta's contribution to the arts and even Black Hollywood. All of you do films. All of you go down the road of understanding what creatives have to contribute. So how Black Hollywood is currently. Tamika, what are some of the things that you think Atlanta has contributed personally to Black Hollywood?
Well, I was 12 years old when I told my mother I was going to come to Atlanta because I knew that was the land of opportunity, almost like Wakanda. And I knew that, and this is way before the internet. But the stories that I heard about Atlanta was you can go there and you can be anything. Now and I come from Texas, and Texas is, it's a red state. So I experienced and I saw a lot of hardship, a lot of racism, a lot of division. And I wanted to have freedom to be able to just write, explore the world, and just be myself, walk down the street and be able to see dozens upon dozens of people that look like me.
Sure.
And I think that I know for a fact, Atlanta empowers us because we can walk out the door. Look, it's a room full of creators and engineers and video editors and creatives in this room that look just like me. That's powerful enough.
Isn't it?
We come from a history that's so dark and it's so heavy. And sometimes being black in America, it can be exhausting even now to this day. But because we come here and we position ourselves to have power and we position ourselves to create fearlessly, we can open up doors for one another. And it's easier for us to grow.
Absolutely.
And to link arms and say, hey, I do this. What you do? Let's do this together. And I've been able to do that now for over almost 15 years now. I've been here.
Amazing. Yeah. And speaking of doing it together, because I think even speaking off of what you had just mentioned in regards to us helping each other, when excellence speaks to excellence. Mr. Reese, if you don't mind, and this is not even a personal plug, but we really enjoyed, and my staff keeps talking about how they enjoy working with your play.
Right.
Right. So if you don't mind, can you just even talk to us a little bit about how working with a company like us here at Epicenter and combining with yourselves, and how that was a success for your event?
Absolutely. Working here with the Epicenter team, it was great. It was easy. It was easy coming in. They accommodated everything we need. The sound was amazing. The lighting was on point. Everything. They were very accommodating. Everything. And Brooke.
Yeah, clap it up for Brooke.
I got to give it up for Brooke.
Brooke.
She.
It's like
every time I called
family.
Brooke, she would answer. Hey, what's up? What you need, Cal? The whole team was great. It was great. So. Yeah, I would encourage anybody to bring it. This is a Class A establishment here.
Zero worries. I would say every time I have produced something here, I tell you what I need and what I'm trying to do, and I don't have to worry about it. Y'all take care of me like I'm your own. I could just come out and just be myself, and I can socialize with the people and not try to be in a producer role or try to micromanage. This is like an extended family. Man, I love y'all.
So I'm trying not, you try not to get to a particular place of emotion, because even if everything you guys are saying, that's our whole mission here.
Yeah.
Our whole mission is to make sure that when you guys come.
From Inkwell and Lorraine, mission accomplished.
We appreciate
let me say this. So when Cal brought me on to the play, first of all, it was my very first. This is my very first play, and when we were talking about the venues and things like that, I wasn't familiar with the Epicenter. So I'm thinking that, we're going to be in somebody's high school gym or somebody's basement somewhere, And then I get here, and this is me the whole time. We going to be in here? This play this legitimate.
This legitimate.
Not just legit, this legitimate.
Adam, I'm going to just tell you this real quick. I'm going to go back
to that. Okay.
Going back to that story.
Okay, all right.
So we had been rehearsing. So one Sunday, we had rehearsal. Maurice calls me that morning, and he go, Cal, y'all got to recast. Yeah, just like that. I was like,
I said, I don't think I'm the guy.
He said, I don't think I'm the guy. He said,
Really?
that's a heavy lift. He's used to film. Cut, do it over. Come on.
TV,
read about it.
film.
You can't mess that up.
So the thing that was to Maurice's advantage that he didn't realize, and I knew he was asking me for permission to be himself. So I told him, I was like, everybody else is playing a character. I picked a character that's you. So I want you to be you in this. I said, what's his name? William Warren. I said, William, you're not William Warren. William Warren is you, because you loud when you want to be. You know what I mean? Fun and all that. I say, that's why I didn't bring you on to play a character. I brought you on because you are that character. And I said, get off my phone. I'll see you at rehearsal. And I hung up on him.
And I can assure you that moment, it was like I was let off a leash and a huge weight was let off you know, and that's what a producer does. He makes something happen, and he made it happen to where I was able to be the character, and I'm able to evolve the character. So I really appreciate you for that, and not accepting my resignation.
Right.
But isn't that
I'm a veteran too, so I don't believe in quit.
There it is.
so? Isn't that just like the whole foundation of creativity?
Oh,
The
absolutely.
whole foundation of creativity is doing you the way nobody else could do
There's
you.
no blueprint. There's no one way to go about it.
Sure.
That's the beautiful thing about it. And for me, I don't feel like I'm working. No day is the same. I can do what I want to do.
So Tamika, what would be some things that you would even talk to creatives on as far as advice in today's age, is just being able to believe in their creativity? What's some advice that you would give some creatives?
If you don't know who you are, if you don't know yourself, take some time to do that. Because if you try to come into this game of creativity, and this is the age of where everyone is tapping into the things that they want to do.
Sure.
And if you are not connected to yourself, if you're not confident in who you are, if you have not spent time to love on yourself, just to know your likes, your dislikes, how you need to be loved, how you receive love, how you show love. If you don't know those things about you, stop, pause, take a minute, live, do those things. Because if you jump into this space, you're going to get intimidated. You may feel insecure. You may want to quit because you're going to be lost. So take some time to know yourself. Explore, travel, go to school, get a couple jobs, do a couple hobbies. But do some things that's going to pour into yourself so that you can really get to know who you are, and then tap into your creativity.
That's amazing. One of the number one rule in Dr. John Maxwell's book, Law of Growth, is the law of self-awareness.
Yeah.
You know, and for you to really understand who you are. And even from your aspect, Mr. Reese, what's something that you would even talk to creatives about who are inspiring to be creatives?
Oh, first thing they got to realize, on top of every yes, there's a mountain of no's. Stand on your yes and believe it all the way. Because a lot of people don't understand, when you see somebody stand on the top, there's a bunch of no's under there. They had to get up there. You know, that's why we tell people, stand on your nose, because there's a yes at the top.
Maurice, how many no's did you get?
How many no's do I still get?
Right.
It's a lot. I've gotten infinitely more no's than I've gotten yeses, but the yeses have been substantial. And those are the ones that I lean on, and those are the ones that I urge my students to look for. Look for those yeses and hold on to those, you know. One thing that I give creatives is I try to teach them how to not operate out of fear. And if you cannot break through your fear, learn how to operate with the fear, you know, and ignore it. Acknowledge it and keep moving. Fear will keep you from doing everything that you need to do.
Sure.
And it'll make you do things that you don't want to do because you're afraid. So creatives operate through the fear.
And fail forward.
Fail forward.
Be
When you
willing.
fail, keep going.
Be willing to another thing that I tell them is be willing to lose the job.
Yep.
Because if you're willing to lose a job, you're just gonna go for it, and that's what they want to see. They want to
Amazing.
see that courage.
Amazing. Coming from three of the most amazing creatives that I've actually got to sit with and talk to.
Thank
You guys are in a place of ownership. You're in a place of power. You're in a place of aspiration and growth. So I don't take it lightly that you guys have talked to us about this. So of course we want to know what's coming up next. Like, what's some of the next things you guys are working on? You know, this is still post, so we can still talk about some secrets if you want to, let us know about them. Tamika, what's some of the things coming up?
I'm producing. I have a couple of television projects that I've shopped and sold at the moment.
Oh yeah.
What?
I'm trying to work with you.
Okay, well, come on.
trying to host
yeah,
it.
get on
What
my
you talking about?
side. Get on the winning team. And then also with my festival, Black Writers Weekend, it's continuing to grow. It happens every first week in August. So now y'all know we have a
Where
new.
you hold it at?
Well, I hold it here for the award show.
Oh.
Yeah, so the award show, the AANBC Literary Awards, will be its 16th year, so Sweet 16. We're going to host it here at the Epic Center.
Okay. I just want to make sure I heard that, you know.
Right.
But it is a 4-day festival. So we're downtown at the Auburn Research Library. We're downtown Atlanta at Black-owned businesses. Just conduct a number of different book signings, socials, parties, gatherings. We do a block party, and we do a pitch fest. So we give out book deals and film deals as well at at my festival. And then also I'm writing. So I have some more books that's coming out. That's my first love. I don't want to give up on it and get caught up in producing and paving the way for other artists. I want to continue to kind of find a balance and push my own projects too. So I'm writing.
I normally have never said this, but I think you are the epitome of Black girl magic.
Well, thank
so
you.
keep it up.
Thank you.
Keep
I
it up.
appreciate
Keep
that.
it up.
Claps.
Keep it up. Mr. Reese, what's coming up?
Oh, wow. Got a lot coming up. We actually have Inkwell Pictures ATL, which we're going to be out there in Peachtree Corners. We're going to be teaching classes, writing classes, acting classes.
Oh, you got your spot.
We got the spot.
Okay.
Yes.
And they got the teacher. Can I get a high five?
Congratulations.
And he's going to be, Mari's going to be one of the teachers there. I actually have a couple of screenwriters. You coming, everybody. It's all family. It's all family.
Congratulations.
And the thing is, we always want to promote inclusion and community. That's one of the biggest things, Like I
Awesome.
say, I'm okay. I'll step out there for a minute, but I always step back and keep everything moving. So
Awesome.
that's why I like to be
Well,
here.
again, congratulations on your new building.
Thank you.
Maurice?
Well, like he said, I'll be coaching, teaching with Inkwell, as well as I have about 6 film projects that are going to be dropping in 2024. One of which I just finished with Luke Hemsworth and Morgan Freeman. Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Let me tell you, Morgan Freeman. That voice is real. It's real. It's like, sir, just talk to me. And so, those projects, again, like I said, still coaching. And Wicked City Season 2 coming out, The Handler, too. Yeah, so I'm
He's in Friend Zone.
Friend Zone,
He's going to be in Store Run.
Store Run coming up.
Nice.
A few projects. It's a few projects.
Mogul.
Oh, God, yeah.
Sex Mogul.
Sex Mogul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the sex mogul?
I should have been, but I wasn't.
It's just a metaphor.
I should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but because I'm actually am I in 3 of those?
I think, you are. Friend
Oh,
Zone.
Black Moon. Black Moon.
Are we supposed to talk about Black
Well,
Moon
you
yet?
forget.
Okay.
No.
You forget how many projects you
Yeah.
got.
I don't know.
That's why-
Look.
Busy and black.
I don't know if we're supposed to talk about
Nigga,
Black
that-
Moon yet. I don't know.
Abort.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think
Clip
we're
it
supposed to
out.
talk about it.
Right. Clip it out.
Black Moon coming up. Okay, that's it. I did it. It was me.
Well, because y'all still on strike, right? No, the actors.
Why are you snitching?
Oh, not
My
snitching.
bad. Oh, I didn't catch the signal. My bad.
Can't tell her
So
nothing.
it's about 4 projects out there that we're working on.
It's a lot.
Amazing.
And
It's a lot.
even with Inkwell, we're gonna bring up some more stage plays, and they got when I tell you, Marvin and Melvin are amazing writers, amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, can I one more thing?
Please.
When we start taking in students for the coaching at our building in Peachtree, one of the things I will be stressing to them is that it's safe. Nobody's there to take advantage, but also the opportunity to operate and train in front of actual working actors, as well as directors, producers, and writers. So the opportunity there for real creatives to rise to the top, like they say, the cream always rises, is that the opportunity is there. And when we see it, we start talking about you. Hey, check this person out. Let's see if we can get him for
And
this.
we're doing a lot of partnership with Javon Johnson, Jesse
From
Jolly,
Javon from
Oval Office.
the Oval.
Yeah, the Oval. And with April Kelly, she's helping us out with Fulton Films. So, and also my close friend here, whatever she needs me for,
Oh, okay. Look, we got that on tape.
It's on tape.
right.
It's
You got
on
on
camera.
tape?
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. Tamika, people don't understand. She's a powerhouse.
She's a big deal.
House is in her name.
dig it.
So,
Dig it.
This is true.
House is in her name.
House
Yeah.
is in my name.
That's
and for
dope.
the most part, like, again, I take the visions and I manifest it myself. Sometimes I'm a one-woman army, and I have a lot of help.
Until you come to Epicenter.
Yes, until I come here. That's why I say I love it.
We had to go full circle, baby.
I don't have to worry about that.
plug.
This is an extension to my family over here. So you're absolutely right.
right.
Awesome.
Yes, I'll be back.
You guys, thank y'all Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Honor and a pleasure.
This is
Thank you.
Kicking it
awesome.
with us here a little bit. Again, if there's anything else we can ever do to serve you all, we are absolutely here for it.
Absolutely.
So we're definitely bringing it back to the Epic Center.
Absolutely.
So
We'll be
we
here.
look, Brooke has been like, hey, I got. So we gonna
You
work
just let
it
us
out.
know.
And
when
it's
you
getting
come.
bigger and bigger, bigger and better every time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because actually, in the audience, we actually had Freedom Chantel Mandela's
Okay.
grandson.
Yeah. Oh.
Nelson Mandela's grandson. He actually came to the plate
With his bodyguard.
Yeah, and it was crazy because right afterwards he sent me this powerful text message saying, "This is one of the most powerful stage plays I ever seen, and we got to get it to Africa."
Oh,
Amazing.
And I'm down
That's-
for
let's
it.
go.
okay.
Awesome. Have you guys done like a online thing with it yet as far as
Oh, it has
videotaping
his
it?
own. It has his own Instagram. It has his own.
He meant like
I'm talking about taping it.
Like a DVD
Video.
Like
Oh, no,
where we can
no.
stream it.
No.
Yeah, I'd like to present that as an option to be
Right.
here with us to do that.
Yes,
You know,
they
'cause
do
that-
all that. They
all
have full
of that.
production
That's
now.
that's a
And even
conversation.
post production, that should be something we
definitely
look
a
at doing.
Oh
conversation.
yeah, absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm here for the plug.
But when I tell you
Go
that
ahead, Adam.
Here for the plug.
Plug it
that
in.
play is that powerful.
Listen,
And I kid you not. And when I tell you people was calling me, blowing us up after this, I was like, I got to give Melvin them their kudos. They wrote it, And I got to say this too.
Shouts out to
because
Sam Cooke.
this dude. 90% of the cast is out of Atlanta. 90% of it. So like we always say, the South got something to say.
South has
South
something
got
to
something
say.
to say.
So the
Southwest,
talent
too.
here is amazing. It's
You
amazing.
just had to, didn't you?
Yeah, because y'all not going to keep just,
Bypassing.
bypassing my area.
Well,
Southwest.
But look where you at.
You're
though.
here.
Stand up.
Look where you
She's
at,
here.
though. You're here.
Look,
She in Texas.
I
She's here.
represent both.
Listen.
Okay, we're here for you.
Thank you.
Well,
we can
again,
take a
thank
fucking
you all.
picture, too.
Thank y'all so much for being with us for the behind the curtains here at Epic Talks with the Riverside Epicenter. Thank you again to Tamika Newhouse, Calvert Reese, and Maurice P. Carey. And we will see you guys again. And remember, Riverside Epicenter, the place where you belong, the place where you fit. Everything happens here. We love you. Take care.
Toodles.
Later.